Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. This one I wanted to focus more on the competitive or ranked side of things because holy crap did it launch in a messy state. The base of it is there, it's ranked, you can play it and rank up, but there are so many things wrong with it that pretty much I would not recommend going through it for your sanity's sake, and also the fact that for the time being until they get everything sorted out, there's gonna be people abusing some of the stuff that's not in a proper rank mode just to rank up to the highest thing ever. For example, four factions. I've seen people basically playing phantoms and just throwing four shields down, which I know easily if they throw two down or whatever, you can just play DeadSec and hack it or throw a single EMP. But the thing is, you either one of those will put you on a cooldown, and at that point you're kind of at a disadvantage. They'll throw two shields down, you EMP it. They'll throw another one down, you hack it. They throw another one down, and you kind of see where the issue lies in that. It's a very I don't know how to say it. It's just not a proper rank experience. Same thing with a lot of other things, like let's see, because I basically came up with a list of things they should add into this so that they can make it a proper rank thing. Because at the very least, one of the things I was concerned about, but luckily it is there, is map voting and objective mode thing. I was gonna think, oh crap, imagine if you go into a rank mode and you're forced to play whatever mode the game throws at you, kind of like Overwatch, where even if you play quick play, you never know what you're gonna play. Are you gonna play push? Are you gonna play this? Nope. Luckily, it's not like that, so that's probably the only good thing I can say about the rank mode is you can vote which mode you want to play, and a lot of people don't even vote in the first place. So if there's a specific mode you get more of an advantage of, you can vote for that one, and that's about it. But let's go ahead and get started on some of the things I listed I think should be implemented into ranks so that it can be a better experience. Starting with the most basic thing of all, we need it so it's only one faction per team. We can't have people spamming, four of the same ones, because then it causes chaos and a very huge disadvantage. Like I mentioned earlier, four phantom shields. Same thing could happen. Four spiders, or actually four echelons is actually another worse one, because even though they buffed it, pretty much it's a 40-second cooldown. But just imagine if people were to communicate properly. Oh, hey, my thing's about to drop. As soon as it drops, pop yours. And then as soon as that one drops, pop yours. And then as soon as, basically, they're going to cycle between four people. And by the time the fourth person uses up theirs, the first person's cooldown's probably already down to where he can start using it again, and the cycle repeats. You're going to be basically always knowing where everyone is. Funny enough, I did come up with a good, if ever one of the people, Aches, Mark Rubin, or anyone on the XDefiant team comes up, I just figured have keep the echelon thing the way it is, but the see-through walls thing, only make it for the person that activated it. Anyone else, just have it ping on the what's it called, mini map, They can't see through walls, but they'll have a good idea. Oh, hey, if I look at the mini map, my teammate just pinged this person on the map for me. It'll keep things fair, and even if they spam it, again, you never know. What if they go around that corner and they see, oh crap, they just popped a shield? It keeps it a little more fairness, in my opinion, where you don't have to, what's it called? How do you say it? Because like I said, the whole see-through wall thing is a huge disadvantage, especially if it's constantly popped, because you can never catch someone off guard. Yeah, I know you can always throw an EMP, but you have to know where exactly the echelon member is. Otherwise, well, you just end up with a disadvantage, Or not a disadvantage. You just basically will waste an EMP guessing where the echelon member is. He could be above you, below you, on the other side of a wall, and unfortunately the EMPs kind of need a direct line of sight to actually work. So, I don't know. I would say make them work through walls, but that just make them very busted. If you don't even have to throw them at someone, you just throw them near someone and the explosion would get it. But I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. Another thing is the ability to vote. If any of you ever played Black Ops 3 during the ranks part of it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I don't feel like downloading Black Ops 3 to show you, but just envision it's already on screen. But basically what would happen is the same layout would happen. Everyone would get matched into teams, and then right before the match starts, everyone would have a vote and a protect situation. So one person, the first person, can vote out something or protect something. So in this case, for example, if it were to be implemented into XDefiant, they can vote out the, an attachment or something that people are going to use. Or in my case, it could be something like the vector or the ACR. And then imagine, but then if the AK-47 is their best weapon, they're going to vote to protect it so that the person after that, whether it be on the other team or their team, can't vote that thing out, and vice versa. That would keep things more fair, because basically in total that would make it about 8 things that are going to be protected for this rank match and 8 things that are going to be removed. And if some people are abusing a certain something, I mean, at this point, if they keep the whole one faction thing, I think abilities shouldn't be excluded from this. So keep abilities, like, you don't vote those out, but if you vote attachments out, if you vote weapons out, that's something else that needs to be, because imagine if, what's it called, someone is using the ACR with rapid fire, but someone voted to protect the ACR, but no one voted to remove the rapid fire, then you can vote to remove it. And if someone that's, constantly reliant on rapid fire on the ACR to be good, it forces them to think a new strategy, because one of their clutch things is gone now. And 2 things, I'm going to count this as one. I mean, technically it's depending on how you word this, but harsher penalties for leaving, because I've had so many ranked matches where just because we're losing the very beginning, we can still make a comeback, but some people will not accept the fact that we didn't stomp at the very beginning. They'll leave, and then it causes this chain reaction where people start leaving, and unfortunately that leaves me by myself, and if I leave, I get penalized for it. Either make it where if too many people leave in a short amount of time, just cancel the match. Again, similar to Overwatch. As soon as the match starts, if someone happens to disconnect, or if, what's it called, or at the very least make it where if the match lasted a good while and people are leaving, have it so whoever's left after a certain countdown goes down, make it so, if they leave, the penalty isn't as harsh on them because the rest of the team left before the match properly ended. And then another thing too is a harsher penalty on this as well, because I think a lot of people are just like, there's like no penalty whatsoever right now for this kind of situation. People will leave, and then as soon as they leave, what's it called, that's it. They'll just queue up again or something. I don't know. I haven't even tested to see what would happen if I were to leave, but it's because I'd rather stick it out rather than get dealt with a harsh penalty for leaving, RP wise at least. But yeah, also make it to where if people start leaving it too much, just make it so they're banned from playing rank. Not everyone's meant to be ranked. Some people are just going to be basically bragging about how many kills they get in a match. So just don't humor them. Just if they're going to be one of those people that are going to just be throwing a fit, quitting and everything, just ban them from rank. They don't need to be in this mode, especially because some of us do want to rank out, but others don't. And the ones that don't, just make it a mode where if they leave too many times, they just can't play for the remainder of that season. That about just does it for this video. Let me know if you have any other suggestions. Like I said, the game has potential with its ranking. It's just the way it came out felt so rushed that it could be better, in my opinion. Like, because like I said, as it is, you can try to play it. Maybe if you get a 4-stack, maybe it's doable. But for those of us that solo queue, yeah, do not, because you'll never know if your teammates are good, if your teammates are going to be throwing, if they're going to quit, if the other team might be a 4-stack that's going to abuse the fact that there's no faction limits or anything like that. Like I said, it's a guessing game right now, and one that shouldn't happen. But like I said, hopefully if they come across this video and they implement at the very least a vote system and one faction per thing, because I've already mastered every faction. So say if I mostly play DedSec, if someone gets DedSec, more than likely I'll go Phantom. Someone goes Phantom, I'll probably go with GSK, or what's it called, what is it, GSK, I don't know. There's the reason I just don't say like also why we can't really do any faction bans at the moment is because there's not really much to choose from. There's only what's it like? I don't know. Libertad. That's all. I think there's like a total of 5 factions. So if one gets removed, you can see how it can be a disaster, especially in a ranked situation. I would say once they sorry, once they start implementing, give it maybe by season 3 or 4, once it's like where half the roster is removed, it still doesn't make such a big difference. Maybe then add a faction removal, whatchamacallit. But as it is, I yeah, do not remove factions as a thing because that's gonna be a bad thing. But yeah, I've rambled long enough. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment what you any of your thoughts about rank, and yeah, until the next time, I'll see you all later, everyone.